Hey guys, welcome back to Candy Beauty. So we've got two new palettes, the Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone palettes from Natasha Denona. Right off the cuff, well, first of all, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, tap that bell so you can be notified of all the new upcoming videos. I do a lot of beauty content, makeup, fragrance, bath and body, you name it, all things beauty, it's right here. I would love to have you join the fam. So yeah. These looked beautiful online, and now in person, I mean, they still look beautiful, but for $82, I'm not gonna lie, like, where is the beautiful packaging that we got with the first set? Those were $55. I feel like we're getting less for more here. I don't know, we'll find out. Watch them be gorgeous palettes and me be wrong. Very makeup artisty vibe here, like old school Natasha Denona, the Biba palette, for example. This one is more giving me like bronze mixed with sunset. I feel like this is, for all you guys Natasha Denona OGers, feel like we're paying for, it says a user-friendly experience. I mean, aren't all of her palettes kind of like, I don't know, like user-friendly? Like, I don't, what, because the shimmers are all in one row? Like, can we not move around the palette? I don't know, maybe it really is helpful to some people in one area. Like, I don't get the user-friendliness portion of this. Like, that's how they're advertising this. To me, it just looks like a new rendition of palettes she's already done. But there is like a new silky matte formula, I guess. They're made in Italy, 24-month shelf life. And yes, they retail for $82. Here is this one up close. And then we're gonna get into some looks right away because I feel like with two palettes, this video is going to be, again, this looks like glam mixed with Biba. Like, can we get some pretty packaging, please, if we're paying $82? Anyways, let's get into some looks without further ado. I feel like I've been blabbing on long enough at this point, and let's see how these perform. Okay, so again, here is a close-up of the soft palette, and it does retail for $82, and it is made in Italy. And then here is the dramatic. Again, these really are reminding me of some of the other palettes that she's already come out with, but I do like the fact that there is a good range of shimmers and mattes. So let's put these to the test. I basically took off all my makeup, so I'm working with nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this on the eyes. Again, this looks very similar to like Biba and Glam, if you ask me. I feel like there's less shimmer shades. I could be wrong. We're gonna do swatches in a little bit, but I feel like there's less shimmer shades in this palette than the dramatic palette. Okay, I really don't even know where to start. I guess we'll probably do 3 looks. So I'm gonna go in with P1 first, and I'm just going to put that all across the lid. This palette really just might be too light for me, although there are some deeper shades, so we'll see. I guess I'm just not blown away by the shimmers right off, you know, right just from looking at it. Let me zoom in a little bit more. All right, so there's that. And now I'm gonna go in with, yeah, that's like Y3 is like a sheeny. C3 is like a sheeny. There's kind of these like sheen shades that aren't quite shimmers, but they are really pretty. So I guess I'm gonna go in with this Y3. I'll do some, so that was P1. Now we're going in with this shade Y3. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's like definitely more of like a sheen shade. But I wouldn't classify it as a shimmer either. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is C3. It's a little bit deeper. It's that same formula though. which she did do this type of formula a while ago, but it feels like, it was like a cream shade. It feels like these are reformulated. They're a little bit more user-friendly, a little less patchy, a little more matte versus they used to be a little bit more denser. And I believe they were, yeah, they were in the Biba palette, some of those, that formula. People never liked that formula because it just didn't work well. Okay, that's actually pretty. I don't know. I guess if you were considering like something like this versus the Patrick Ta, the new Patrick Ta matte shades, it depends on what you're looking for. But you might get more bang for your buck with something like this versus the Patrick Ta's are nice and portable though. They're smaller, so lots of new palettes out right now. Okay, so really we don't have many shimmer shades. I don't know if any. Okay, so C1 right here. That's definitely a shimmer. That's pretty. None of those like sparkly shimmers though. And then I think, what is this one? This is another sheeny. Yeah, there's really not many shimmers in this palette. And then I think that is like a metallic shimmer. Huh. And then N3 down here. I think this is gonna be like more, yeah, this is more of that like sheeny. There's not a lot of shimmers. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I guess we're just gonna go in with like, these are really like the only two shimmers, I think. What is R3? R3 is one of those sheens too. Not a lot to work with. If you are a shimmer person, if you're a matte lover, you will like this palette. It's very nicely formulated. Those sheens, what does she call those sheen shades? All right, so I'm just gonna go into, actually, you know what? Hold please. Let's go in with this shade first. Okay, so those are those two shades, and this is, I'm gonna go in with my finger. This is the type of palette it is. You can easily put this on the go with your finger for sure. I mean, the shimmers are not really, let's try, we're gonna go in with this one now. We're gonna go, okay, there we go. It's okay. You know, I really need more shimmers than that in this palette. I'm a little disappointed. For $82, I feel like, again, there should at least be 3 or 4 shimmers. But it is a beautiful palette as far as if you are a matte lover and you love to work with mattes and only mattes, and then you have your shimmers like separately in singles or whatever the case may be, then this is a beautiful palette. The formula is really nice, I can tell already. Let's do some swatches. Okay, so here are swatches of the whole palette. Just hold this up for you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm reserving my thoughts for the dramatic palette because I think that's gonna, honestly though, I can say that this is probably one of those things that was on her bucket list. Come out with a better formula, modern version of Biba, and that's exactly what this is. I was thinking glam, but now that I know that there's only that many shimmer shades, like, which there's only 2 shimmer shades, true shimmers, which one isn't even like a metallic. It's not really even a shimmer. So you've really got to be a matte lover for it to be worth $82. Okay, now onto the dramatic palette, which I feel like I could definitely do a lot of looks with this palette. And they're appears to be a whole row of, like, let's just make sure. Yes. 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 And ooh, that is really pretty, that one. It's like purpley, it's definitely multi-dimensional. So these are all, this one might be a little frosty, but the rest, they all look very metallic. Let me just swatch these because I don't even know if we need to do swatches of everything else. Okay, so there's that whole shimmer row. And then this is the last one over here. Wait, did I do this one? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, I did not. Okay, now this is the whole shimmer row. Oh, and these do look beautiful. Like that one looks really, really, really pretty. So I'm excited. I'm excited to pop this one on the eye. I guess I don't understand if she was gonna do matching palettes. I don't know why she wouldn't just put the same amount of shimmers in both palettes. To me, that would make more sense unless she wants you to have to buy the soft for the matte shades and then the dramatic for the shimmer shades. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, what happened to the shimmers in the soft palette? Like, where's Waldo? Where are the Natasha Denona shimmers? You know what I mean? I don't get it. But nevertheless, okay, I feel like, again, I could do a bunch of looks. So I might dedicate, like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to go in with R3, which is that shade right there. Yeah. I'm just gonna go in with my finger because I want it to be a little bit closer to the lid. I got like a little bit carried away there. Okay, that's very pretty. Okay, it just got like more darker. Now I'm gonna go in with C1. No, we'll do N1 first. N1, which is right here. Just putting that right on the outer corner there. Actually, let's put a little bit more of N1. And let's bring it a little bit all over the lid, going towards like the middle part above my crease. There we go. That's stunning. That is really pretty. Wow. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with this C1 shade. I'm gonna keep that really as close as I can to the lid. I probably should have changed my brush, but that's all right. Yeah. Ooh, that is a pretty matte look, honestly. Very, very pretty. Okay. I'm gonna go in with this shade, which is W2. Just gonna pop that on the inner corner. And now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is C2. I'm just kind of spackling that like Wow. All over the lid. That is really pretty, that C2 shade. Oh, okay, that's like worth the whole palette. Straight there. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna throw on some lashes, finish up, like, put makeup on my face, and we will be back for final thoughts. I'm not gonna do more than this. I could literally do like 50 looks with the dramatic palette, and there's not much more I can get out of the soft palette. So we'll be back for final thoughts. All right, you guys, so my final thoughts are, I think these are beautiful, beautiful palettes. I'm a little on the fence with the soft palette just because for me, it's not a standalone. I need more shimmers in a palette. However, this is like Biba on roids, like new and improved formula. It has those sheens like the Biba had, but they're not problematic like her older palettes had, and her older palettes were like in the $120 price range. So considering that, this is a fair price if you are needing a matte palette. If you want something that's gonna just blow your socks off, then, and you like shimmers, then, because I mean, honestly, right now what's trending, what's on point and on trend is the matte palettes. So I get it. For me, it's not a standalone palette. For me, I would want more out of an $82 palette. Just saying, it is a beautiful, beautiful matte palette though. The formula is great. Those sheens are beautiful. So it is on trend. It is what's, you know, happening now. However, for me, I need the color combos. I need like some of these bolder, I need the shimmers, and I'm blown away with this palette. So this palette goes above and beyond for me. This palette fell a little bit short. If we were talking like $60 to $70 price range, no brainer. Yes, get them both. But because we're into the $82 range now, which is I think a new price point for her, like if it was the $69 range, oh, absolutely, without a doubt, the formula is chef's kiss. But because we're talking like $82, that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to recommend just going out and getting the soft palette. But again, if you need a matte palette, I think it's probably one of the best that's come out. Like, I definitely prefer it over the Makeup by Mario palette. I think his matte palette came out last year, and I really liked that at the time. I really liked the Patrick Ta matte palette that had come out, and then he has new matte palettes that are like smaller in size. There are 2 shimmers in this though, so that's something to keep in mind too. Like, it is a matte palette, but you do get 2 shimmers. So dramatic palette, oh my god, crazy good, love it. This shimmer shade is, I'm talking about C2, so multi-dimensional. It's got pink, it's got blue, it's got purple, it's like so gold specks in there. Don't mind my makeup nails, but like, I don't know if you can even see like all the different colors. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's the type of shimmer that will go differently depending on what you have underneath. Like, it's gonna show different. Like, so there's many different eye looks you can get out of this palette. Probably I could get like 50 eye looks. However, it is similar to like the bronze palette. I think the Love palette had some of these similar, like it is similar to some of her other palettes, as is the soft. So I guess it just depends on what you have in your collection. I do think these are beautiful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. There is a lot of holiday makeup coming up. I know I kind of put makeup to, there just wasn't much that excited me. I know kind of we're at a standstill, but I do have a lot to show you guys. So if you are my makeup OGers, don't worry, there will be fragrance, but there will also be makeup videos as well. So, all right, you guys, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.